on. Buy Govee permanent outdoor lights today.
Now at 7 a.m. on Today in LA Weekend, the brunt of the storm may be over, but we're still dealing with the aftermath and trail of damage left behind and some rain. We're tracking it all for you.
And we are continuing to track conditions this morning with more strong storms passing through the area. I've got the latest for you as you step outside.
This is Today in LA at 7 with breaking news.
That rain continuing this morning as we take a live look at the LA River right outside our door here. It is November 16th. Thank you for waking up with us, everyone. I'm Michelle Vias. I know the big question is, when will it stop? Let's check in with meteorologist Kelly Moody. I woke up this morning to some strong rain.
I know.
Wow, we're still dealing with this.
We still
Which
are.
we kind of knew, but
yeah,
a little surprising this morning.
They're a bit heavier than maybe what was initially expected, but the reason being is there's still so much instability in the atmosphere. We have to remember this wasn't exactly a traditional system for our area for this time of year. This came in with that southerly flow, and so it continues to grab on some of this almost subtropical moisture, which tends to be warmer and tends to then lead to more issues with stronger storms. And we've been seeing several across our area this morning. We had bands coming at farther to the north of us in Santa Barbara County, where we were even seeing the potential for small little tornadoes spin up very early this morning. Thankfully, nothing happening there, but we are continuing to watch as some showers start to move into Ventura County. We've also got a couple spots down to the southeast that continue to move in, but this is obviously that main area where I continue to track some of those stronger storms. We've got two boxes here in the green, as you learned yesterday. Those are our flood advisories. The one to the north of the I-10. This one is going to expire with us at 9 a.m. The one to the south at 8:15 a.m. But let's take a closer look at this line of storms. I'm calling them kind of a cluster of storms this morning. We've seen a wintry mix up toward Mount Baldy. This continues to cross over the I-15 probably in the next half hour or so. Should be bringing some moderate to heavy pockets to Fontana. Down farther to the south, we can see that this is kind of crossing over that 57-71 interchange there, and that's going to continue to bring some of that more moderate rainfall into Ontario, down to Chino, and then even farther to the south, I'm seeing this one heavy pocket right here between Buena Park and Fullerton. That really started to pick up the pace and will continue to move east toward the 57. So still a lot happening over the next couple of hours that we will continue to track for you this morning. Michelle.
Very active radar. Thank you so much, Kelly. Well, a muddy mess in Woodland Hills last night. Take a look at this Prius stuck in all of that debris on Mulholland Drive. We're told they were delivering ice cream, but just couldn't make it through. It seems like this across Southern California that a lot of cities worked to avoid during the storm. A lot of proactive measures. Let's see if they worked. NBC4's Annette Arreola live in Pacific Palisades this morning. Annette, good morning. Are the streets pretty contained from yesterday's rain?
They're looking good, Michelle. Good morning to you. Hello, everybody. I got to tell you that our drive out here was quite treacherous. However, once we made it here to PCH, just west of Sunset Boulevard, things are looking clean and clear. And it appears that, these measures that they have taken for several months now are in place and they are doing what they need to do. We're talking about these tarps, obviously sandbags, the K-rails, keeping everything in place. We have driven up and down PCH for a couple of miles now here west of Santa Monica, going further into the Malibu area. And again, roads are looking fairly good, traffic running quite well. We did know that there was a rock slide along Malibu Canyon Road from yesterday evening. That has been cleared up. But I got to tell you, despite the heavy downpours, Today is a good day. Things are looking good. We know that evacuation orders and warnings that were in place yesterday, well, they were lifted as of 7 p.m. Saturday night. So folks are back in their home. That is a great feeling. Again, that drive coming out here was pretty insane. Along the foot communities, we're talking everywhere from Pasadena to Glendora, even on the 605, making it down to the South El Monte, West Covina. Very, very heavy downpours around 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And we've heard our Kelly Moody say that, that storm is heading out eastbound. However, out here, things looking quite calm. We even see some patches of blue skies right now. So again, things are looking great. We'll send it back to you.
And that wet weather may have paused where you're at right now, Annette, but the ground is still pretty saturated everywhere. Take a look at the scene in Altadena. That's yesterday. This massive oak tree came crashing down onto a parked car. This was in Meadowbrook Road near Allen Avenue yesterday. And neighbors there expressed sadness to see the tree fall down because it had helped shield homes during the Eaton fire.
These trees eat embers for breakfast, and they protected a lot of homes while that fire was going through. Unfortunately, when they're planted inside these planters, right in between the sidewalk and the street, they tend to fall whenever we get strong winds or heavy rain like this that made the tree lopsided. Well, it's because all of the infrastructure that we've built is mending how the tree's roots are growing. So the tree's not going to invest any roots underneath the street. So it's going to put all those roots underneath people's yards, and that creates the whole tree lopsided.
And overnight, another tree down, this time in Thousand Oaks. This was on Skyline Drive. We're told the tree snapped just before 1 in the morning. So you can see it did fall onto a car. No word on any injuries. Over in Long Beach, people seized the moment as a few homes in the neighborhood of Naples turned into waterfront properties. This is usually a troublesome area. This is off Campo Way. The street shut down to traffic to be drained. The city says some of the storm drain pumps either failed or were overrun with water from the storm. So they were very busy over there. Those roads turned into rivers and kayaks into cars. Despite the potential dangers and damage to homes, some neighborhoods and the kids enjoyed themselves.
Have you guys used a kayak before?
No, never.
Your first time?
Yes.
And then you did it on your street?
Yeah.
Good practice. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did great, and they'll have those memories. Crews will be watching the neighborhood throughout the week, of course, hoping the girls won't have to take out those kayaks anytime soon. But I'm sure they want to take them out again pretty soon. All right, well, keeping up with more incoming rain, just download the NBC LA app. It is so resourceful. You can find updated rain totals. I love getting those rain totals. I can't get enough of it. And get the interactive radar with weather alerts near you that are very personalized. So be sure to turn on the app's notifications. Kelly?
Those rainfall totals a little bit later this morning, but I still have so much to track. But I will tell you, they are certainly going up because look, we've still got some of these storms out there dropping at times up to 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 inches per hour with those rainfall rates. They've tapered back a little bit, but let's see where this line of storms we've been talking about this morning is headed next. Again, getting ready to cross the I-15. We're starting to see this move toward Fontana into San Bernardino. Also seeing some areas in Ontario get some of this rain. Chino and Los Serranos starting to see this. This is getting ready to cross the 83 there. We're starting to see this stronger area with some heavier rainfall rates here, moving a little bit more toward Placentia. Yorba Linda likely going to get some of this too. So we're continuing to monitor the situation. A flood advisory is in effect for this whole zone, really, where we're seeing this line of storms cross on through. It's been adjusted a couple of times by the National Service. Just for clarity, flood advisory is really nuisance flooding. It's when you kind of go out in front of your house and you go, oh, wow, there is a lot of water in the street and it's not draining. The main thing is you do not want to be driving through these flooded areas because very quickly you could run into a dangerous situation. Now, the area to the north of the 210 to be under that flood advisory until 9 a.m. To the south, that will be in effect until 8:15. About what happens next, while I'm still going to be tracking some of these morning storm clusters. The question for the afternoon, I do believe we will continue to taper as the day goes on. Tomorrow, a cooler storm system is expected to pass on through. That is expected to bring a higher impact to our mountains, but it could bring anywhere from an additional 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rainfall to our area. And then later this week, there is more rain on the way. We'll be showing you on our first alert 7-day forecast when you can expect those changes to be happening again. And behind me, you can see that view I was talking about from Ontario. We're starting to see some raindrops on, so we'll continue to keep a look outside.
All right. I look forward to those rain totals.
You bet.
Thank you, Kelly. Still ahead on Today in LA Weekend, a popular local ice cream shop targeted. Why the owner says the vandals left more than just damage. Plus, new details on a deadly confrontation with police in Southgate. What we're learning about the gunman and the